How about we just sit out here and talk? I'm sleeping.
Fine. God, I guess these things always leak, huh?
Always. Thanks for coming.
No big deal. God, this is awful.
Isn't it? I practically live on it, though. I get it kind of ringing in my ears by the end of the day if I work on it. Gives me something to do.
So it's definite?
What?
A diagnosis?
Oh, I don't know. Today it's definite. Tomorrow they might think of something else. The problem with this one is that he should be getting better. He's not.
How do you say it? Pancreatitis?
Pancreatitis, I think. Inflammation of the pancreas. The way they explained it to me this morning, it sounds like what's happening is that the pancreas is actually digesting itself.
Jesus.
Yeah, pretty gothic. But we're supposed to be happy that it's non-surgical and that they can give him painkillers. Whereas with something else, they wouldn't be able to dope him up at all. Still hurting an awful lot, though, if you ask me. I don't know what to do.
I think you're doing it.
Rearranging flowers? Plumping pillows?
Well?
I imagine... I have this image of myself doing something worthwhile. Something heroic. Something with a knife in my teeth.
Swinging on ropes.
That sort of thing.
I'd like that. I could just see you chasing nurses down corridors with a saber.
Would be fun.
So what do you think of the new guy?
Oh, I don't know, Megan. It's like talking to a used car salesman. You stop listening to the words after a while and like begin relying on instinct. Not the words, but the inflection, the tone. Trying to read him.
Do you trust him?
So far, he's got a scar on his cheek. Sort of an attractive scar, actually. Sickle-shaped under the eye. Apparently his older sister pushed him out of a treehouse. He says she didn't mean to. That's what I'm going on, you understand.
Sounds okay to me.
You think so?
Sure.
Oh, I'd like to believe this guy, Megan. I really would. I just can't help feeling that something is really wrong. I'm much more worried than they lead me to believe I should be. See, he's supposed to be getting better, right? And he's not. That's all I'm going. That's all I know. And the whole message is, you know, a little bed rest, getting him with alcohol and so forth, and he'll be fine. But he feels like he's dying. And they say, well, of course, withdrawal, right? It seems, I just keep thinking that they're missing something.
So you want to move him to Albany?
The guy said give him 5 days. I'm going to give him 5 days. Oh, he's so sure of himself, this guy. Oh, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being totally flipped out and paranoid, but I just sit there all day and I go quietly nutso. I convince myself that they don't know what they're doing, that the diagnosis is wrong. But I mean, I'm being ridiculous. It's only been a few days. What do I expect? I mean, he'll be fine. He'll be fine.
So what about you?
What about me?
How are you getting by?
Oh, I just aim for stupidity. Trying not to think too much. You know, cigarettes, coffee.
Hot baths.
To a certain extent. They tend to promote thought, though. You sit in the water and the steam rises, and all of a sudden you find yourself thinking. I think it'd be dangerous.
Well, everyone on the floor is crazy about Willie. The nurses just light up when I tell them who I'm coming to see.
Yeah. Everyone loves him. Everyone's always loved him, which is just the way he likes it.
He's a wonderful man.
And he's no dummy either. Man, I was actually surprised this morning when they told me the diagnosis. Surprised that he's ruined his pancreas by drinking? That's how good he is. When I think about it, he wasn't always everyone's darling. Now that's something he's had to cultivate over the last 10 years because he's needed that many accomplices. And now he's practically managed to kill himself with a little help from his friends who just let him go on being a drunk because after all, he's such a charming drunk. And God, I'm so angry. The gallons of liquor that he sipped back while I just watched because I thought he was charming, because I thought loving him and not interfering. And now to look at him and see what that kind of love has allowed him to do. I mean, I'm also just so mad at him, I guess. Willie. Just feels like such a stupid thing to do to yourself.
But it's not that black and white.
I know, mate. I know. I've read all the brochures from AA, buddy. I realize it's a disease. But what's making me crazy is this feeling that it's me keeping him alive. I think he's letting go, wanting death. It's me sitting there holding on to him, talking in my head to his body, because that's what it is. His body, this animal, all veins and arteries and nerves that he's become all of a sudden. That's what I'm dealing with. His mind is drifting all of the time. So I just sit there, I look down at his arm, and I guess what I do is I pray. I make deals with his arm. I say, keep going. Please, for me, keep going. Oh, I'm exhausted. I have only been doing this for 4 days. How could you have done this for 15 years?
Well, for one thing, I haven't been doing what you're doing.
But you haven't given up.
How can I?
He's-
I don't have a choice in this. I don't have any information that he's alive, but I don't have any that he's dead either. How could I give up?
Easy. Another person would.
It's just different for me. You'd be surprised. I'm in love with a 22-year-old. Even if John's alive, I'm in love with a ghost. Someone who isn't there any longer. You have this person right in front of you. You can touch him, smell him, hold him. The pain he's going through is something that you can see. You don't have to believe anyone, any doctors, nurses, anyone. The truth is right there in front of you. I'm just so tired of having to take someone else's word for everything. If I could just go there. Of course I can't go there. But if I could just touch something. Well, anyway. I didn't mean to say that what I'm going through, what you're going through,
No.
in some ways is a lot worse.
No, I know that. We're not doing comparative suffering here. I know.
I mean, for one thing, you have to struggle with the day-to-day life of having to keep a marriage working, whereas
You haven't slept with anyone in 15 years.
You don't know that?
What?
You don't know that?
Yes, I do. Don't I?
I did.
Who? Of course, you don't have to tell me. Except you do, you have to tell me.
All right. There was this guy I saw across the street waiting for a bus. And I was really shocked. He looked a lot like John. I saw him across the street and I was holding all these groceries and I just stood there staring at him like a crazy person. He didn't know I was watching him. He was doing this very John thing, as a matter of fact. He was reading the back of his ticket. That's just something John used to do. He used to read things. Wrappers on candy bars, airplane safety guides, cereal boxes, baggage tickets. Anyway, the guy didn't know I was watching him. I just couldn't move. I knew it wasn't John, but I just couldn't seem to convince myself. There was this child inside me, this little girl saying, it's him, he's come back. And finally I did this thing. I crossed the street. I went up to him and I said, excuse me, I have sort of unusual request. I'll pay for that ticket wherever you're going if you just sit and talk with me. And he's like, you'll pay for my ticket to Chicago just to sit and talk. And I said, you're right. It's not just to sit and talk. You'd have to kiss me. And he said something like, what is this? And I told him. I showed him a picture of John and he saw the likeness. Anyway, I asked him to come out with me someplace and we turned in the ticket. It was all pretty weird, actually.
Oh, I bet.
I sort of didn't want to talk because I didn't want to ruin the illusion of things, but then the illusion wasn't all that pleasant anyway.
You made love?
Yeah. I had to get my diaphragm out of the crypt and everything. Which meant I had to sneak into the house while he was waiting in the car, and luckily it was on the Saturday family acid trip, so no one noticed.
Where did you go?
We took a cabin at Whispering Pines for about an hour and a half.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was beyond seedy. The bowed mattress on the bed, the incredibly loud springs, and the whole place smelling like an Airwick freshener. Just... Oh. Lucy. This poor guy, I don't know why he did it. I'm sure he regretted it as soon as he decided to. I mean, he's having to deal with me and I can't even look at him. He probably felt like a stud. A bad stud. I kept crying.
Oh, that's awful. Is that the only time?
Well, yeah, I mean, I made out with Woody a couple of times, but...
Oh, yeah, who didn't? But it was... Jesus, man.
Yeah.
Do you masturbate a lot?
You're a nosy son of a bitch, aren't you?
I don't know. I just don't know how you do it.